They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark. .27-yard line. So TCU's offense. First crack at it today. And what a It's an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game,
breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they
get enough rush, and it... It's off, the sack at the 20. The Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw, it's cross. Looking left. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Complete on the comeback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the old line. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the shot to clears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Okay, ready?
And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Down close, second and goal like this, you got to find your best matchup. Really nice play call. Looked like they had the defense on their heels there. That was a nice touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The shot that clears are in the hurry-up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the shot that clears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Cross. Quickly complete. He'll work his way down to the 28. The shot that clears are rolling down the field. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that.
Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pineda. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season.
this receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew. To see this in this game, and all week long in practice they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Chanticleers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking downfield, it's Cross. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on 1st down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. The field goal is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the shot to clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Cross. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Leon. Pressure coming. The shot that clears will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Cross. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
That last completion sets him up on second down. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. He's got an open man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Dropping back, it's Cross. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the foot.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Cross. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success, these guys...
Turning it on! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cross. Here's the pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. They're testing the right side here. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cross. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the shot to clears will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
Okay,
The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking to throw, it's Cross. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know, block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.